What is up, you guys? We are getting ready to go live right here with this windshield replacement on this Audi Q7. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so you're gonna be able to see everything from my point of view. And first off, we're gonna be doing the calibration. So let's get this thing going. So we're gonna pre-scan the vehicle before we do anything else, just see what's going on with it. We gotta find the plug in here. Let's see, we gotta get this thing connected. Let's go. Here we go. 25291. Let's do this. So this is very important. We always pre-scan every vehicle before we start, and that will allow us to know everything that's going on with the vehicle before we get in there. No, we don't want to use DOIP. We want to use CAN. Open the front cover of the engine compartment. There we go. And let's do the pre-scan. Boom. And let's run it. Okay, that pre-scan is gonna go, and then we're gonna come over here, get started. We're gonna pull out the glass. So we got the OEM glass for this Audi. Just came back from the dealership right now. Got this glass, and this thing is very nice. And whenever our customers, I always tell them, if you can manage to do the OEM, if you can pay for it, definitely go for OEM on these higher end Europeans. Most vehicles doesn't really matter, but honestly, with the higher end Europeans, it can make a difference. So my client here, he said, okay, let's just run the OEM. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I've done a bunch of these Audis, and they just honestly function a lot better with the original glass. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and scrub this glass down. Make sure it's nice and clean. Put some primer on there, get it all prepped and ready to go. These original glasses typically are not super dirty, but we always got to do our due diligence. So you can see fingerprints here, and those are just from the oils, probably on my hands, honestly, when I picked it up. Boom, done. Let's do this. So I know we always share a ton of content, but it's always edited. So I figured maybe we'll get some content in here completely unedited. It will be a longer video, obviously, because we're not going to cut out some of the parts where we're normally doing some of the stuff that doesn't make for a very engaging watch through on a video. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna get our activator. Now we're down here in Irvine, California at this office building where our client works. Hopefully we'll be able to do this without any issues, without any parking guys coming and tell us we can't work here. And I always like to add some primer to the molding just for good measure. Boom. Okay, our glass is ready to go. Let's get this trash thrown away. Sweet, let's do this. Glass is ready. We're just gonna put it right here on the stand, and that'll be ready for us later on when we hook up our setting tool on it. All right. Thing was pretty loose for some reason. And so our client said that he had got this done before at the Audi dealership. And I was like, ooh, how much did you pay? I say probably about 2,500 bucks. He said, yeah, pretty much exactly that amount. Look, see, they probably scratched this thing at the Audi dealership. The thing about, and then so our quote on this one, I said, no worries, we're gonna do it. No matter what, you'll save some money between us going to the dealership. So our quote on this one came in at a grand total of $2,000, and well, $2,034 and some cents, but I like to just make it easy and remove the cents. Cool, that part's off. Let's go over here and let's put the side ones on first. Boom, toss that on the roof. And boom, come on, there we go. Oh, we got some urethane all in the molding. That is awesome. Audi dealership quality. We got so much the molding is actually just cracked right now on the inside. Come on. Ugh. Look at all that urethane all over the place. Not good, not what you want to see. So we're on the pressure, actually cracked it right here, but that'll be okay. Look at all that glue right there. You pay $2,500 for a windshield replacement at the Audi dealer, and they get glue all over the place. Imagine that. Okay, outside is done. I typically leave all this stuff right here. Boom, let's go on the inside. Take this, and maybe take this over here. Let's get this cover off. Boom, boom. That cover out of there. Let's see. Boom. A little piece out of there. Boom. And let's go ahead and remove this one. I'm scared to pop the glass off the socket, so I'm gonna use this tool right here. Little mini channel locks. There we go. Thank you guys, whoever is on tuned in. I can't see that right now, but if you're on tuned in, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're here in the United States, drop a USA flag. If you're outside of the country, Drop whatever flag you're from, or let me know what country you're tuning in from. I'd love to know. Let's get this little rain sensor off. Come on, there we go. Let's get this little guy off. Boom. Oh, jumped right out of there. Let's see. We got the rain sensor. It jumped ship on us. Here we go. Just put that right there. And then our little clip jumped down there too. Okay. Try to get this rain sensor pad off without it breaking. Perfect. Put that right there. And then we gotta get this camera out. We're gonna release this little thing. And then we're gonna take this and pop out these little tabs. I'll allow the camera to come out of the bracket. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, there we go. So we don't want to puncture too much because this gel pad, we gotta take care of this gel pad. Typically you don't ever really need to replace the gel pad. The dealer tried to sell me the gel pad and I was like, no, it is okay. We don't really need it. Put this down there. Cool. So now that everything's out of the way, we're ready to cut out the glass. Let's do this. So I've done a ton of these Audis. So I know them like the back of my hand. So this ain't nothing new. Boom. So we got our orange bat. And hopefully all that urethane that's caked up on the side doesn't get in our way. Boom. So we're gonna take this and be careful where we puncture it through at. Boom, there we go. So this string tool, for those of you that don't know, this is gonna wrap, I'm gonna pull the string out, I'm gonna wrap it around the glass, and then once it's tight, we're gonna crank and the string will cut through and bring, you know, pull the string back in as it goes around. Very awesome invention. Makes our job a lot easier. We got to make sure we get it under all of the both layers of glass here. Boom. So hopefully, if you guys are in Orange County, California, and you want us to work on your Audi or Toyota or whatever you got, let me know. Drop a comment. Unfortunately on YouTube, we can't, you know, we can't DM. So Instagram and stuff, you know, we drop a comment, we say, oh, we'll DM you, you know, we'll have a conversation. But YouTube, we can't do that. If you guys want us to come take care of your vehicle, hit us up on our website or our phone number. I believe they're both on our YouTube page. I may be wrong, it may only be the website, but nevertheless, tap in, get in contact, let's have a conversation. Let's get your glass replaced. Boom. So this side looks okay. We got some ooze here, but it's not the end of the world. The other side, they went to town. Let me see. Boom. Get that under there. It is a beautiful day here in Irvine, California. And this past week, man, we had a ton of rain. We're actually like probably the slowest week of the entire winter was this past week. So, but it is what it is, not the end of the world. So we gotta take this protector. Number one thing we gotta protect is this VIN plate right here. So if we don't protect the VIN plate, we will rip it right off. I may or may not be speaking from experience. I ripped one of these off my first year installing, and it was not fun. Boom. So let's do this. So you see, as we crank, the line actually just comes right in, and on its way back in, it cuts through the adhesive. So pretty cool. We're going to use our thumb to guide it over the fabric there. So this side is done. Bring it over here a little bit. And I'm just gonna crank through. Should be good. Yeah, we're right over the vent, so we're good to go. Move our wires out of the way. Cool. Let's move this over. Take our equipment with us. And let's put these covers maybe in the back seat so we don't trample them accidentally. Let's put this camera back there too. So nice thing is this customer's car is very clean, very you know, organized. Sometimes these cars that we work on, man, like sometimes people just leave stuff everywhere. One time I was actually doing a vehicle. Oh, here's that little clip. I was doing a vehicle and this individual had her car. It was so, I don't want to say dirty. There was just so much stuff in it that the only space that was left in the car was on the driver's seat. The dashboard was clear, but there was nowhere to sit. You know, there was absolutely, it was stuffed. I mean, when I say stuffed, I mean like to the roof. And the back seat too, everything was full. The trunk was full. And she said, hey, you want me to move some of this stuff out of the way? I was like, yes, please. Like, I need room. And she started to move some things and she realized that there was nowhere to put anything. So she just was like, she just left. She's like, okay, let me know when you're done. I was like, okay, seriously? So that was not fun. So I use my thumb as a guide just to protect the headliner. Make sure that we don't, you know, rip any of the fabric. And then all these brackets that get in the way. Make sure my wires are out of harm's way. Put this around that bracket. Boom. Around this. Got an obstacle course. Cool. That's clear. Move this over. And boom. So now this whole section is cut out. Look. So now we're just going to continue along the bottom. So the process of the windshield replacement is like, overall, it's pretty straightforward, but every car is a little bit different. But no matter what, the most important thing on a windshield replacement, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I'm working on a real cool car. Woohoo, I'm working on an Audi. But you know how much any of these parts are on an Audi comes out to? If I scratch something or if I break something, these parts are not cheap. You know, the glass was almost $1,400. So any of these parts, you know, let's say I scratched, damaged something, it's expensive to fix. Where did my little horseshoe go? There it is. So number one thing, and it doesn't matter if you're working on an Audi, it doesn't matter if you're working on a Toyota Corolla, no matter what, these cars are they're precious to someone, you know, so you got to be very careful. Let's take this, move it over a little bit. Boom. You can actually take a protector and shove it up in the corner. There we go. Boom. There we go. Alright. I hope you guys can see everything okay. I'm gonna double check my oh, I don't think I can check it. Well, I hope you guys can see everything okay. Let's see. Oh, I can't see my own live, so. All right, well, continuing on. Glasses off. Let's get it out of there. Carefully slide it. Yeah.